Hello. Greetings. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay. Yeah, it's been a minute since I played any video games. And here we are, looking at some more Elden Ring. For some reason, anyways. I guess we'll just kind of hop back into it. Yeah, why not? It's probably been about... I think the last time I played video games would have been right after my birthday, and it's been probably 12 or so days since then. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I think I was... Don't even remember what was going on here. Wait, I cleared this place. That's right. That's why I have the experience points. So let's not go here and die. Let's leave. Well, I guess I should start talking. I mean, for some reason, I'm compelled to do this thing again. I don't know why. Keep coming back to trying to make Let's Plays, even though I don't think I have the free time to be able to do so, or the schedule of the whole fatherhood and my mom being sick again. But here I am. I guess there's some sort of sense of enjoyment I get out of it. So why not? Why not do it? What's the worst that could happen? Well, I guess the worst that could happen is people don't like it and they just tune out, and that's fine. It's perfectly acceptable and reasonable. So, I don't remember what I was talking about the last time I played, but it probably had to do with my mom going to the hospital again. And I guess I'm probably going to talk about it just to get it out there, so I don't ever have to repeat myself again. So if you don't like hearing about moms getting sick and brain tumors and stuff like that, yeah, feel free to skip this episode or skip watching me entirely. That's perfectly fine. I guess I'm going to talk about it because I don't really know what else to talk about. So yeah, a couple days before my birthday, my mom, she fainted, likely due to the tumor in her head. But at the time, it was suspected to be a stroke. We weren't quite sure what it was. She just...
I'm trying to force to say, and because I
You're recovering.
For saying, and it's hard. How's everybody?
Oh, good.
How's it doing?
Me? I'm good. I'm Dean.
How do?
Hello. Greetings. This is SomeoneNamedDean. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to do this whole Let's Play thing. But here I am again for some reason. But I don't really have anything positive to talk about. But I guess it's just gonna be extremely real and human of me. And definitely not the stuff of streamers or Let's Players or, you know, really any sort of form of entertainment and media. To cut it short, in case you're someone who hasn't watched my stuff before, maybe you're tuning in for the first time, or I don't know. Maybe you knew me once upon a time and wondered, hey, what happened to that guy? Short story long. Yeah, a couple days before my birthday, my mom got sick. And I may have elaborated this on the last time I made an episode. But to be honest, it's been probably more than 2 weeks since I played Elden Ring, so I can't really quite remember. This this stuff with my mom has been going on for quite some time. At least this this recent instance of it. And she has asked me to not really talk about it to anyone. I guess if she is to go, she kind of just wants to fade away quietly. So I haven't been really talking to too many people about it. Just, you know, suffering in silence, because that's what she requested. There are some people I have mentioned it to. My wife's side of the family, for example. So my mom just doesn't want it to get back to her side of the family. She just doesn't want any of them to worry or feel bad. She doesn't want to make anyone unhappy. That makes sense. So if it's her time to go, she just wishes to fade away quietly, and I respect that. But at the same time, I have to let some people know about it, because they're going to be wondering, well, what's wrong with this guy? And, you know, short answer is, my mom's sick again. And this time it's, well, last time it was pretty serious. But this time it has to do with the brain, and it's not good. But yeah, so essentially, in case I haven't talked about it, or maybe I did, so I'm gonna try to be quick about it. After I kill this thing. There we go. Yeah, a couple days before my birthday, she fainted, passed out. My father wasn't sure what the issue was. She was unconscious. Apparently she was incoherent and was rambling about random stuff. Allegedly, she, at some point, broke the shower. Their shower, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I just feel lost. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know why I'm playing video games right now. I guess to relax, but kind of hard to. I guess I want to talk about how I'm feeling, but the words just don't come out. Have I been in this area before? Probably. Alright, this dude looks crazy. Unless I've already fought this one before. He's got horns. Ooh, he has a health bar. Well now. Wow. I wasn't expecting a ranged attack there. Okay. I'm definitely out of my element here. Wow. Gnarly, dude.
I still remember his face.
Do you remember who I am today?
Him?
No, me.
You remember?
Do you remember who I am?
I'm trying to remember.
Just pop up. They can start tomorrow.
It's all good.
He's done how many days without it now?
We'll get through this.
Hi, I'm SomeoneNamedDean. It's been probably more than 2 weeks since I last played Elden Ring, and at least 12 days since I played any other video game, which would have been Trailmakers. My old coworker / buddy got it for me, which I greatly appreciate. I guess I've been having a bit of a rough time the last couple weeks here. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those episodes, I guess, where I talk about life and stuff and, you know, my mom being sick. So, I don't know who my target audience is. I don't know how to do Let's Plays or play video games or, I don't know, be relatable or entertaining. So, this might not be your bag of tea, and I totally get that. So, if you need to take off or tune out, or maybe you're subscribed and want to unsubscribe, that's totally understandable. I guess I'm going to talk about it because it's on my mind, and why not? I'm going to get my runes back, first and foremost. Yeah, I believe the last time I played this game, I probably would have been on the cusp of just discovering my mom was sick and not being sure about it. Unfortunately, I can't remember. And yeah, I could review the footage of the last episode, but I kind of just felt like playing video games. So this might be a bit of a summary. Again, who knows? Oh. Just wasn't expecting some stuff here. Interesting. Just chilling to where the bear was. You know, I think we're going to spend this episode. I want to... Well, I kind of explored this area. Have we been up? There's like a tower somewhere, right? Oh. I don't really want to fight right now. Yeah, that tower looks like it's really high up, but also on a different elevation. So, yeah, let's teleport up here. Fast travel, I mean. Maybe we'll explore a little bit. I'm not sure for how long. Depends on my energy levels here. Yeah, I might as well check out this place. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to level up as well. Yes, we can. Dexterity, why not? Okay, so a couple days before my birthday, my mom passed out. She fainted, She at some point lost consciousness and was incoherent and doesn't remember the whole thing, but my father was saying that in their bedroom in the hallway, and yeah, she just apparently knocked over a bunch of stuff. Upon investigation, it looked like she had stumbled and broke the corner of a stand-up shower. And I guess knocked over some other stuff, and was just talking about wanting to go here, wanting to go there, and her chest was hurting. So it was, I got a text message saying like, "Oh, from my dad, your mother had a mild heart attack." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Well, I didn't really quite know how to take that. So it's kind of a bit of a tizzy, I guess, as they say. Also, this game is still beautiful, even though I have my very limited 2060 RTX graphics card. And I like how the game, when we're entering this place, leaving that site of grace, it just makes you look directly at that. It knows how to aim, make you look directly at points of interest. It's very good for that. Oh. What is this? An elevator of some sort? Sure. Let's check it out. Yeah, so she was brought to the hospital. I met up with her and them. And she was just... yeah, she was just not well. And you know, that initial visit, I think I was with her for maybe like 12 or something hours. It was a long time. Every 3 hours a doctor would come by, but basically he comes up to me. Well, no. He comes up to my mother and me adjacent to her, but mostly to my mom. Addressing her because probably didn't know if I was... I don't know. Just talking to my mom about it. And lets her know that, yeah, so she went in at 4 a.m. They did a quick CTC scan, or CTC? CT scan, I think it is. Oof. And yeah, they let her know that, yeah, there appears to be a growth in your brain, but the details of which they're not sure because they would have to do something more thorough. So they scheduled an MRI the following day. The immediate assumption... The immediate assumption was, and still is, that it's cancer. So we're not really 100% sure about it, but she did have to deal with cancer a couple of years ago. She beat it. She was in remission. She was supposed to see the oncologist, I think is what it's called, in December, early December. But the doctor stated, oh, that is too far out, so we're going to do something right away. And then eventually came back later and said, we're going to get you surgery. We're going to consult some specialists, and we're going to find out what's going on. So, yeah, the following day she went for an MRI scan. They confirmed that it was definitely a growth. I may have got my numbers wrong. First I thought it was 4 inches, but it was actually, I think, 4 to 5 centimeters, so roughly 2 inches of a tumor in her brain. I'm not sure where exactly. I'm guessing along the back of her head, and I'll talk about that more in a bit. But yeah, so she needs surgery. So I ended up visiting her on my birthday, just because it didn't seem... I wanted to see her. So I wanted to make sure... I'd at least get to see her, you know, not knowing what could happen next. I didn't want to have any regrets. So I saw her on my birthday, which was a couple days after her initial admittance to the hospital. And I spent the day there. And that was good. It was sad, but it was good. It's not exactly how I would have, you know, wanted to spend my birthday, but you know, life happens. And I'd rather spend it with my mom and be sad than to completely avoid the issue, you know? There's not even anything I can do about it, but at least I can be there and supportive, even if it's, you know, hard for me. It's harder for her. Oh gosh. Oh. All right, we did it. That was very button mashy. We did it. Time for tranquility. This place is nice. So, the following day, no, not the following day, that would have been Friday, so I think the Sunday after, I went to go visit my mother with my wife and my son. Because it's, you know, it's been a minute since she's seen her grandson, and I figured, well, this is the time to visit, you know? Explained to my son, hey, this is the hospital, you're gonna see some people that are sick, but this is ultimately a place to get better. And he's watched a couple kids' cartoons with, you know, stuff for like ambulances and all that, so he was actually kind of excited to go to the hospital. But of course, I go to the hospital and I'm not able to find my mom. So I messaged my dad to get a reminder of, you know, hey dad, what area is mom in again? I can't seem to find her. I thought I knew the way, but apparently she's not here. So then he texts me, oh, where are you? Oh, I'll meet me in the lobby. I have to talk to you. So I was like, oh crap, this is it. So I just kind of sat down on a chair that was there in this lobby, kind of staring at my son play with a plant, examining it, talking to it, and just thinking, yeah, I guess this is it. She's gone. But that actually wasn't the case. The case was my dad had tried to drop off some gifts for my mom, and the hospital had moved her without letting either my dad or me know. Which is the better alternative. Yeah, they just failed to notify us that they had moved her that morning, and that she had gone to a completely different city where the specialists were and would be, I guess, deciding how to help her with her her brain thing. At this point, I wasn't sure what it was. But at this moment, I'm assuming it's a tumor, and I'm assuming it's cancer related because of her cancer history prior to this. But yeah, I guess the whole fact she was hospitalized kind of made a push. I mean, what with the whole like you know, just having issues like retaining consciousness. She was also having trouble with speech, and short-term memory, stuff like that. So I think they were like, yeah, we got to do something about this right away, right now. So they did, and I guess that's why they whisked her away without letting my dad or me know. This is a rough go. Oh. Ah, yes. Oh, this is... Gotta do a bit better. Okay, let's lock on. Let's focus for a second. And let's call my buddy, bail me out. Hey, dodge that. Alright. Okay, you do all the heavy lifting. I'll continue talking. Talking in my nonsensical, incoherent way. Ah, gosh. Wow. Thank you. That was bad. I guess these guys are just meant for giving you shadow tree fragments. I wonder what their lore ultimately is about, though. Map, oh map. Indeed. I mean, maybe fighting that guy was the whole point of being over here. But there is... I'm uncertain about how to navigate this area. Oh, I recognize that guy. I teleported to this area to fight him to get that one relic. I believe that's where it was. Let's check out this area over here. I'm liking this area. It's quite a change of scenery, I feel like. It's very beautiful. This doesn't appear to be the way to go, is it? Just had to be thorough, making sure there's nothing over here. But yeah, so my mom got moved, which is good. It was just very anxious, a very anxious day, because it took like forever for my dad to come find us from wherever he was. I guess he was talking to some sort of nursing staff or hospital staff, I mean. And, you know, he was a bit flustered, but I was just happy that, you know, she was still with us. Don't know if this is the way to go. This does not feel like the way to go. Okay. Is there anything else down here? Maybe not. Maybe the whole point was to fight that thing, so I guess we'll head back up. Can't think of any other time I've been on an elevator with Torrent. So Monday rolls around, I get a phone call letting me know that they were going to perform surgery on the following day in the morning. And not really, all of this stuff happening so fast, you know, surgery being within 6 days since being first admitted to the hospital. I asked, hey, like, how bad is this? How serious is this? And, you know, they were reassuring, letting me know that these were specialists and they understand my discomfort. But she was in, you know, the hands of specialists and trained professionals, and that they would do the best in their ability to make sure my mother's okay. But there is still a chance of, you know, things going wrong because it's brain surgery. And she kind of just, you know, suggested that, hey, maybe you should visit her before the surgery happens. And I guess, yeah, there is a chance for any sort of surgery, some complication could come up. You know, they're operating on her brain, right? So I talked to my dad, and I was like, "Hey, we should all rush over to see my mom, and gather up my brothers, at least give them the choice to come out, with whether they want to or not." But they all did, just good. And my wife drove us all, which I greatly appreciate because my nerves were shot. I probably would have been fine driving, but I'm glad she did, because I just, I wasn't okay. My mom was about to go for like a major brain surgery to remove a growth in her brain, so I don't know. And I didn't want to chance it. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I don't know if it'll be fine. I don't know if she'll wake up or survive. Like, okay, 9 times out of 10. Yes. They survived the surgery. But I wanted to be there to support her and let her know that, I love her and she's my mom, and that we would see her afterwards. So we all visited her, kind of surprised her, which was really nice. She jokingly goes, "Who are you?" Yeah. At the time, it was funny. She goes, "Who are you? I don't recognize you." I'm like, "Mom, do you not recognize us?" And she's like, "Yeah, I do recognize you." I'm like, okay. So she's just pulling a prank. She was just joking. I'm not delivering it as nicely as I did to my coworkers when I first found out. Oh, invisible wall, I would have never guessed. Huh. All sorts of secrets in this place, isn't there? But at the time, it was pretty funny. She still had her sense of humor despite everything that was going on. Pretending she didn't recognize us. And being thankful that we came to visit. She was very thankful. Uh-oh. I don't think I've ever been pinched like that before. Oh boy. Spam, dodge, heal? Sure. I don't believe these guys are... It shouldn't be that hard. I think I'm just playing awful. For obvious reasons. I'm distracted. I haven't played this game in a while. I'm just bad at video games. But anyways, yeah, we visited her. We let her know how we felt. I held her hand and just, thanked her for being my mother and for being there and all that stuff. And, she said it would be okay. Everything would be okay. So despite facing uncertainty, she still found the way to, be the mom I've always known. Despite being a grown-ass man, it's just hard to see your mother in a state like that, right? So yeah, she went for the surgery. I didn't visit her the day of the surgery because I think I was told it would take as long as it needed to. They were predicting 4 hours at minimum with a 5-hour... I can't remember how they phrased it. Like a 5-hour rest period before they could transfer her elsewhere. So like monitoring her. Then yeah, the following day after that, they let me know her vitals were good, but she was having some issues here and there. So basically, it boils down to, yeah, some memory loss, some inability to determine time, general confusion, and some speech issues. She was having the speech issues prior to the surgery, but it does seem like it got worse afterwards. Maybe your brain is just finding a way to heal. I was told that some of her eyesight was damaged in her right eye, but the doctors think that has to do with the tumor, the growth in her brain. because of all the swelling and pressure that it caused. Because I guess a 2-inch, yeah, 2-inch growth in your brain, probably not good. Probably really not probably. It's not good. I don't think we have that much space in our heads. But yeah, it was applying pressure. She was saying she was having constant headaches, and her eyes were always sore. It was probably causing pressure on them, I'd imagine. What is this? Oh, it's one of these assassin dudes. Oof. Curseblade Cirque. Do I already have one of those? I'll take a look at it in a second. Right, I think these guys drop loot as well. Oh, thanks. An interesting place this is. To be honest, I don't even know if I'll upload this video or the one before it. I just don't know if any of this stuff would make for an interesting video, or if it's even worth sharing to the world. I might, I don't know. It's me struggling with being human. I mean, I'm okay. I'm coming to terms with things, and it gets easier every day. But at first it really sucked, and I have my moments. Just try not to let it get to me, because at the end of the day, I'm still dad. I gotta keep my crap together. I keep my composure. I gotta keep my composure. Because I don't want to be, sad and mopey in front of my son and have him wonder what the heck's going on. At the end of the day, he still needs to have a dad who's there, who's happy to be with him and sharing experiences and, doing stuff, right? And I'm gonna have a second kid on the way very shortly. So I'm doing things to make sure I don't fall into a rut. Try my best anyways. Talk to some counselors, or counseling, as is. I have benefits, so I figured I might as well use them up. So the moment I found out my mom was not good, I was like, well, I'm gonna probably be depressed, so I'm gonna be proactive about it and schedule. I'll just, you know what, I haven't talked to a counselor. I have medical benefits through my work. I'm just gonna book a bunch of appointments and just try to work through this and try to work on techniques to make myself feel better. All that stuff. And it helps. It helps to talk to a professional, that's for sure. It's better than dumping a bunch of stuff on, your friends or strangers you don't know on the internet, on a YouTube channel. I digress. I visited her after the surgery, and had memory loss, issues with her vision because of the whole swelling thing going on that I was talking about. And the doctor is hoping that her memory will come back, but her memory and ability to speech and her ability to walk properly will come back. But yeah, when I saw her, she basically went from being, you know, prior to the surgery, prior to fainting, independent woman who could do all the things and, you know, take care of herself, and now she repeats herself over and over, forgetting questions she asked, like very, very poor short-term memory, and even some other memories too. She didn't recognize me. She recognized my voice, and that kind of made me feel not so good. She was having trouble saying some words. She kept asking me how Dean was doing, and I had to keep reminding her that I was Dean, and that I was doing okay, considering. And that, you know, I care about her, and I love her, and she'll always be my mom. And I'll do my best to be there for her. And I could see parts of my mom there still. But at the same time, just so distant and far away. And I could see that she was at least, you know, comfortable with me being there, but also at the same time, not really sure who I was, if that makes any sense. So it was a bit tough. And she had to use a walker. She wasn't able to use a doorknob, forgot how it worked. And I guess it's just kind of common for that type of stuff to happen. When I was in the neurology department, I apologize if I'm just rambling on. I don't know what my audience is. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Running around on a horse, trying to find my way around this map. I feel like I'm just circling around. Have you? I don't even know if I've gone up here yet. I mean, maybe I found a secret area by opening these doors here. So let me retrace my steps. This is where I came from. Yeah, I came from here because the invisible wall. Maybe I gotta go this way. Ah, yes. Okay, this makes a bit more sense now. I'm going downwards to reach that area I saw. Okay. And you know, prior to this whole incident, she had been saying that she was having trouble seeing the last 2 months. And that she was having some trouble, you know, articulating herself. But I assumed... And I guess part of it was, you know, her reassurance that everything was fine. She just said it was a side effect of the chemo that she had in the past. Or the fact that she uses dollar store glasses. You know, I just didn't think about it. And I would have assumed that when she was dealing with all that cancer stuff, they would have checked her brain and all that stuff, right? Because they did say that they believe that this tumor, or growth, or cancer, or whatever, I'll just call it a tumor for now. It had been there for 2 years, and 2 years ago would have been when, well, she first had cancer. Or at least was diagnosed with it. And fortunately, she didn't really go until it was really, really bad. Like stage 4 stuff. At least that's, yeah. But she pulled through. Maybe she'll do it again. I remember the first time she was diagnosed with cancer. Part of me just was in such disbelief. I was thinking, oh, this is probably just a prank, an elaborate joke. All the doctors are in on it. But that was just a defense mechanism. My brain's, for some reason, fabricating a story of it being some sort of elaborate ruse, all for entertainment purposes, because why not? Why would my mom ever get sick? But people get sick and it happens. And she's had to endure so much. It just doesn't seem fair that it has to happen to her. But I guess life is unfair, as they say. I wonder what this place is all about here. Who is Raoul? Be wary of up? I see. Oh. Anything up here? Something over here, though. Let's see what it is. Fine Crucible Feather Talisman. Okay, cool. Definitely worth the exploration, I think. Got lots of stuff. Oh, I shouldn't be just charging in and getting attacked like this. Dangerous. Feels weird to be in a place that feels kind of like a dungeon, but I can also call forth torrent. Yeah, part of me was hoping that the stuff my mom is currently going through, that somehow it was just not actually happening. But yeah, when I first visit her and the doctor comes up and says, we thought, well, you know, we inspected your chest, your heart's fine, but we checked your head and there's a growth in it, my heart sank. Yeah. I guess it is what it is. That cliche saying, but it's true. Site of grace. Ah. Ancient Runes cross message. Message left by Dryleaf Dane addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Miquella's trail. We found the sealing tree just ahead, but if we are to burn it, we need the proper kindling. That of Sir Mesmer. Carved words coalesce. I banded here the last of the flesh of my body. Not enough to level up yet. Well, I should probably call it a night for now, and I will continue this episode, I guess, a later time. Try to finish this tangent so I don't have to do it again in a future episode. Well, I'll be right back.
Came to visit the house. Well, it's just me here visiting you today, and
Okay.
I need to rank up my. I think Dad's doing okay as well.
Okay, did you visit Dean?
I'm Dean.
Oh,
Yeah, did I visit them? I haven't yet.
no.
No, it's
Gotta stop playing like an idiot. I wish you could dye clothing in this game. Because I feel like that'd be perfect for getting some clothing that matches a bit better in terms of color palettes and all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna use a strategy that my brother told me. Ashes of War with the Great Katana, and then... which one was it? This one. Savage Lion's Claw. Apparently it's really good. We're gonna find out. Shit, wrong one. Amazing. Oh god. Alright, let's try this. Okay. Not meant to be. Let's just come back later. I don't have the capacity to fight right now. My head's not in the game. I like how the armor design looks like a giant hammer, though. That's pretty cool. Let's put a little skull here. I wonder if I could just spam torrent. Okay, maybe I will mess around on torrent here. Could work. Uh-oh. Right, where was I? So yeah, the surgery went good. Her vitals were good. I was notified. I had arranged to visit her the day after her surgery because I figured there'd be no point in me just kind of anxiously waiting around the hospital. So I opted not to do that, but immediately visit her the following day. And yeah, naturally, of course, she looked extremely tired. Had head pain. Also totally understandable. Probably had like this 7-inch incision on the back of her skull in the shape of an L. Possibly bigger than that. Stapled in place. Blood-soaked bandages. Her memory was hazy and she was having trouble recognizing me. And it was a bit surreal. She kept asking me, "Oh, where's Dean? Where's Dean?" "I'm Dean," I told her. And she'd be like, "Oh, I didn't realize it was you. I don't recognize you. You look different." And then sometimes she would be uncertain of who I was. That was a little bit hard. But if it's any consolation, today she recognized me when I visited her. So that was good. Yeah, she was complaining about her head hurting and being confused and not sure what was going on and how there's holes in her memory, stuff like that. And forgetting people and how uncomfortable it made her feel. And I just tried to say something along the lines of, "We'll start over. It's okay. Let's not worry about yesterday. Let's not worry about tomorrow. Let's focus on today. Because right now we're in the moment. We don't know what tomorrow will bring. We don't know how your recovery will go quite yet. All we can do is take things one day at a time." And so we still are. Oh no. Of course. Of course that wouldn't protect me. But I had hoped. You'll have to forgive me if I'm prattling on about this. Or not. It's up to you. I guess I'm just kind of talking about what happened and how I feel about it. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Apparently that. Okay, let's check out what's over here. I guess the creature out there, the torchy boy, is still trying to kill me, even though it can't see me. Is there anything here? Maybe this is just simply for finding farming materials. Really feels like something should be here, though. Well, who knows? Maybe something appears here later. Nice little place, though. Well, I don't really feel like fighting it. I could give it a shot once I find a save point. Or site of grace. It's not gonna try to follow me here. Oh. I wonder what caused it to notice me now. Ah, right, it's one of these things. Guess we'll look around a bit further. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't know what about this area is so intensive on my graphics card, my 2060, but I feel the frame rate stuttering, and I know my graphics card isn't exactly cutting edge, but I'm really noticing it here. Perfect. Okay. Wonderful. Just take a moment to breathe. Wonder how I get to that structure. Oh, I probably would have had to... Could I have jumped from here to there? I don't know. More likely I have to go from up there and jump down. Yeah, that's probably what I do. So you know what I'll do? I will pause, grab something to eat, and then we'll continue playing. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah. How's the kids?
We're all good.
How's Dean?
I'm good, Mom. I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm just tired. It's, the drive here is really long.
How's Dean?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm trying to be good.
Okay, thank you so much. For,
Okay, I'm back. Just had some vegetarian lasagna. I like them. It's like it's a simple store-bought one, you know. Toss it in the oven, cook it for a bit. I think an hour. It's made with like white cheese sauce or something like that. I like it. But yeah, so right, where was I? So the day after her surgery just so happened to be her birthday. So my wife opted to make her a cake. And she understood that my mom has dietary restrictions and is completely avoiding sugar due to her encounter with cancer in the past. So yeah, she made a lovely banana cocoa powder style type of cake. It was actually very, very light and very easy to eat because of the low amount of sugar. And she enjoyed it greatly, and she was so thankful because it's been a while since she had cake. It was some sort of recipe that my wife invented on the fly. I think taking inspiration from some other recipes she saw online. Oh, a lot of dudes here with fireball thingies. Oh no. Oh, interesting. I'm not a fan of these guys. Holy smokes. Ah. Oh, I still have the BRB thing up. Blah. Yeah. Well, much like depression, we can only really conquer Elden Ring if we keep trying. I know I'm talking about all this brain stuff and cancer stuff about my mom and all that, but I want to reiterate that as of today, at least for today, I'm feeling okay. I'm coming to terms with it. I suppose because my mom had cancer in the past, this isn't exactly my first rodeo in some sense. Sometimes it doesn't feel easy. And she's endured a lot, and I really wish she didn't have to deal with all this stuff. It sucks. But she's hanging in there. And I appreciate her for fighting and for trying. That actually did feel pretty good doing that. Huh. Cool. What's this? Oh, another Shadow Tree fragment. Okay, where are we now? Oh, that's going to be one of those revered ashes. Although I don't think we're quite done exploring this area, so let's just quickly clear this out. Might be another hallway. Elevator. Okay, this is probably going to suck. But let's try it. I could probably just aggro the one. Oops. Whoop. Whoop. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa! Oh. Whew. Oh, that was easy. Barely felt any sweat anywhere because I'm just so good at this game. I can't even see what's hitting me. On purpose. Because I'm not worried, because I'm so good at this game. I just rolled perfectly there. Trade-off. I'll take it. Okay, let's get out of the way of any sort of giants throwing spears. Let's grab the thing here. Revered spirit ashes. Run this way. And let's keep exploring. Ah. A rotten looking place, if you ask me. There's also more down here. Well, I guess we'll just... We're here. I believe rolling in any sort of poison is just awful. Scarlet Rot is also awful. Goodness. I don't think I have Flame Cleanse Me. Yep, I do not. Maybe I have one of those. There we go. That's something. So we'll just try to hug the wall here. Minimize the Scarlet Rot going on. Oh, that is so good. Another elevator. I don't even think I checked the other elevator out. Maybe it comes to here? Not sure. Oof. Lots of baddies that way. Ah. Fraggle Rock. During this time, one thing I appreciate is all my coworkers have been extremely supportive. And those who know about this whole thing with my mom going on. As per her request, I'm not letting too much of my immediate family know about it. She doesn't want them to worry. She doesn't want anyone to worry. I've just been letting basically the family through my wife's side of things know. Because they're not exactly close with my side of the family. But yeah, they've all been supportive and helpful, and I greatly appreciate it. And you know, they're very understanding in case I seem very tired or out of it, which I have been. I should heal, because if I get hit by one of those salvos again, I'm cooked. I forget Torrent doesn't have a problem with any sort of Scarlet Rot. That's so nice. Oh my goodness, that sucks. Oh my... Yep. 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 Oh, that was awful. What's going on here? Oh, this is that structure I was wondering how to get to. What is it? Oh. Sure. I don't have the stats to use it. Oh, interesting, interesting. So I guess I turned that sword of darkness into light, which used to be a stone sword, or sword in a stone scabbard. Well, interesting. Guess I could also jump down there if I wanted. Yep. Oh, bloodstain. Ah, I see. There's just no way up there, eh? There's a way down here. Yep, this game is big. Oof. I wonder if that's one of those things I can light up to fight. Gosh, there's just so much to explore. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, wait, this looks a little familiar. Ah, yes, okay, this is back up here. Good, good, good. Okay, so now I know without... Now I know where I am. It's sleeping, so I don't have to worry about anything. But I bet, yeah, it's like that. It's probably going to be like that other one where I could toss a hefty fire pot into it and... Oh, never mind. It's just waking up. Ugh. Really don't feel like fighting it. Wait, wasn't I here before? I was. Oh, I'm so disoriented. Interesting, okay. What time is it? Yeah, I'm gonna just take another break here. I was hoping to be somewhere further along in this area, but I guess that's not happening quite yet. But I wish to spend some time with my son. So let's do this, and then I'll be right back. Again.
I don't know what's important.
I can imagine if your skull was cut open and they had to remove stuff. Maybe just stuff is slowly learning to connect. Maybe the body can heal.
It's, I can't recognize.
I know. You were saying that yesterday.
Recognize. That's weird, eh?
I know.
That's weird.
Well, the brain's a mysterious thing.
Okay. I'm back. Ah. Once again, it's gonna look like I've been playing this game like a maniac. With how much I leave it idle. Oof. Oh well. It's all good. You know me. You know. I'm a parent. And I gotta do parent stuff sometimes. And it's just easier to leave the game running, irresponsible as it may be, for my, you know, computer to be running like that, but that's okay. Just makes hopping back into a game when I have a couple seconds a lot faster as a result. You know, normally when I talk to people that isn't... How do I explain this? I do have trouble doing this whole Let's Play concept here. Yes, there's a bit of self-depreciation where I'm commenting that there's just something between... I'm just tempted to start... I'm so tempted to start over. Be like, oh yeah, you know... Now I'm back. But no, we're gonna continue because this is me. You know, explain this whole story with my mom, I'm probably prattling on way too much. It's just interesting and strange to be talking to the void in the hopes that someone is listening, being uncertain of who will listen and how they will receive it. And because there isn't an actual entity in front of me, it's a little tricky. Do I treat it like I'm talking to myself? Do I treat it like I'm talking to my future kids? Or my son? Kids?
Really bad.
Yeah.
Um,
And then we're like,
Well, like,
huh?
it's brain surgery.
we're like, if
And I'm trying to force to say,
Yeah.
and it's hurting my ears because I'm
You're recovering.
Hey, we're back. Oh yeah, that's where that wellspring was. Don't think we've been over here yet. Let's take a look what's around the corner. Probably more rot. Yeah, hung out with the son. Played with his trains. Put him to bed. Did the whole bedtime routine. It was good. He's a good kid. I love him. I'm happy he's here. I'm happy to be a part of his life. And I really, really mean that. And I'm thankful. I'm grateful to be able to be a father. Alright, let's dispatch these guys here. You know, I'm kind of worried about reviewing the footage and finding out how, for lack of a better word, cringy all my dialogue here is. Because I'm gonna admit, the whole Let's Play style of commentary, I think it's something that must be learned, right? Must be. And I don't know how Let's Players do it. Don't know how they keep up the banter and let their, I don't know, let their audience become captivated and entertained. Maybe it's a case-by-case basis. I'm not sure. Plus, I guess I'm kind of just talking to the void right now. I mean, at this current moment of time, your past right now, I am basically just talking to myself. And I'm trying to act like I am talking to someone, but when you talk to people, do you have a certain type of cadence or, you know, attitude or disposition that varies from person to person or crowd to crowd? Like, for example, if you're at work, you act more professional. If you're with close coworkers, you act very unprofessional and say crusty jokes. If you're with your cousins, you say even crustier jokes. When you're around your kids, you tone it down. You know what I mean? If you're around family members that have, I don't know, certain views and preferences, you keep things peaceful and, you know, don't say anything dumb. Which makes it sound like, gosh, which makes it sound like I want to say dumb things all the time. I mean, don't I? That's what the point of these videos are, right? But no, it's sometimes tricky to just do this thing, this Let's Play thing. So hey, if you're here, hey, thank you for being here. And I guess what I'm getting at, I really hope this whole explaining my mom's situation isn't dragged on. It probably is. I don't know how to articulate it, and how I might stance it would vary from person to person. I suppose if I were to be completely honest with myself, yeah, okay, I'm suffering a bit. It sucks to have my mom sick. If this is meant to be heard by my son in the future or my kids, you know, I'm gonna act like nothing's wrong around you, sons, in the moment, because it's not your job to make me feel better, you know, like you gotta do kid stuff. I'm not gonna let you worry about me. No one has to worry about me. I'll be okay. And I guess by extension that goes to my friends too. There's a lot of people that and I don't even know if I've articulated this, because I've mentioned this story to like several coworkers and to some family. Oh no. I've let some people know, but yeah, like I said, I possibly said, there's just some family that my mother wishes to, you know, let them know about this. Oh my goodness. I have to heal. You suck. The panic button is not working. Oh my. Ugh. Well, no matter how awful I am at this whole Let's Play thing, I am hoping that with enough perseverance, much like Elden Ring, I'll get better. Or I'll have some gimmick to help carry me. Yeah, but this was never about getting an audience. To do so would be impossible. For me anyways, the amount I play video games is extremely inconsistent. especially with my mom being sick again. It's just, and fatherhood and a second kid on the way, and how work's been. But despite all that, it is nice to play video games, really. Okay, we're just gonna grab that and be on our merry way and try to figure out where the next place to go is. I bet it's down there. Let's figure out how to get down there. Right? Is it here? Well, down there is the torchy boy. I must be missing something. Certainly, I must be missing the spirit spring, the way to activate it. Do I want to try to take on this guy? It's a matter of principle, really. I've made a mistake. Oh, really? Really made a mistake. Okay, let's retreat for a second. Oh, goodness gracious, this is awful. And then the other guy's gonna get me when I'm not looking. Okay. Very polite of you. Thank you, good sir. Just how can a creature so big attack so fast? Goodness. Ah! No! So close! Ah. Anyways. Continuing, I suppose. To whoever's listening, yeah, so I don't even remember where I was going with all my banter. I visited my mom on her birthday the day after the surgery, and yeah, it made my heart heavy, but I was also happy to be able to spend time with my mother and bring her joy and remind her that she's loved, even if she was in a state of confusion and disorientation. And at some point shortly thereafter, I got into contact with the occupational therapist at the hospital, who just had some inquiries about how she was as a person before and how things were going now. And basically the verdict was she went from being completely independent to needing a walker, thinking it's 1998, and having just general confusion about time as a concept, and sometimes not recognizing people, trouble with short-term memory, of course, all of which is to be expected, I suppose. So guess it has been kind of hard, but like I said, you know, it is getting a bit easier as every day goes on. I need to do better. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back over here where it's a little easier to fight them. Oh, I don't have... You're such... Oh my goodness. Okay. Uh-oh. How long does this flask last for? Ah, it doesn't matter. I did what I wanted to do. Let's enjoy the glittery effects and try to figure out how to proceed from here, though. I think I need to find that rock pile. Also, the sword is just so good at dealing with these guys. And you know what I should have been doing against that guy earlier? Two-handing this weapon. Okay, I think I've been down there before. Maybe I should be a little bit more thorough over here. Have I been down here before? It's quite the drop. I am just completely missing here. Thank you. Right. Oh, man. Okay. This, flask, whatever I used, is just... Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. Holy smokes. That's so good. Wow. Maybe the flask is helping with that. I'm not sure. Okay. Ah, right. Spider thingies. Potentially have been down there before. Just don't recognize it. A hint, perhaps? Not here. Huh. I suppose here. Well, while this is on, this is not... Okay, well... Hey, okay, that was it, I guess. Well, we're gonna find out if I've been here before. Cool. Oh, that is so good when it works. Okay, where are we going? Elevator. Maybe I've been down here before? I don't recognize this area. Up or down? Up. Let's see where this takes us. Yeah, I did have to take the Friday after seeing my mom on her birthday off. Just because I was just exhausted. Exhausted with the whole uncertainty of the situation. You know, not being sure if she was going to survive the surgery and just kind of trying to tough it out as long as possible. And, you know, part of me was like, am I making a big deal out of this? And when I was speaking to my counselor, which I may have alluded to help me kind of process my emotions and figuring out if I was being reasonable with them or not, basically said, yeah, it's totally fine to feel these feelings. As you should. Because it is serious. Precious item ahead? I wasn't paying attention. Well, if there was a precious item, I guess I might have grabbed it. Let's just double check this area over here. Weird, gross blood flowers. I might even be able to drop down somewhere, potentially. Or maybe not. I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, could always come back. I guess it also serves as a way to get back up there, which is also good. There we go. But yeah, I just took the day off to just kind of take it easy, relax. Work on some stuff on the house to get my mind off of things. And for some reason, when my mom had all that stomach surgery from the first bout of cancer, it didn't affect me as much as her not recognizing me or forgetting my name or mistaking me for someone else. It just seemed so strange to me. And it just made me feel lost. I don't know. That's I guess basically it. But enough of that. I've been prattling on about that. And like I said, it's kind of hard to articulate the whole situation, not knowing, I don't know, without seeing a face that's reacting or responding, I just don't know how to continue talking about it. Because if a face was like, it's like, okay, well, maybe I'll shut up about it, you know? And yeah, I'm doing okay. Let's, I guess, talk about something a little bit more positive. So, the weekend right after my mom's birthday, my brother-in-law was planning on proposing to his girlfriend. And he arranged for basically my wife's family, that side of the family, well, naturally, of course, as well as his girlfriend's family to all go to this snowboarding skiing village. About a 2.5-hour drive. Yeah, north. Never been there personally. I've heard of the place. And I guess it's like one, you know, it's like one of those places you go if you're really into snowboarding and skiing. And it was nice. It had a lot of shops, you know, they're kind of made to look like that cabiny, mountainy village aesthetic going on. Bunch of conjoined shops. There wasn't a lot of snow, but there was a little, you know, enough snow. So you would see people walking around in their snow boots or skiing around. It's kind of neat. There's like a little bit of taste of winter before winter actually officially came here. Now, to be fair, it has been getting progressively colder and colder, and we have been reaching freezing temperatures. I've had to scrape frost off my windows, and I can see a sheet of ice forming from the moisture of the night on top of my car. So it's coming. It could be any day it might snow. Yeah, it was nice going to the village. So my brother-in-law, his plan was to propose to his girlfriend after she bungee jumps. So we basically all get there the Friday night. I was just dead tired. Naturally, of course, being the day after dealing with my mom. I didn't know you could loot these big flowers. Interesting. Right. Definitely don't want to jump off. So yeah, we arrived Friday night. The proposal was for the Saturday. I'm dying. Whoops. Close call. Okay, I did not loot the giant blood blossoms here. They just happened to have these scarlet buds right next to them. Good to know. Okay, I guess we'll make our way back up, I guess. Unless I missed something over here. I'm just so lost in thought. I probably do not make for a good Let's Player to watch right now. So, I do apologize. Yeah, I was already up here before. Missed some crafting items though. Might as well grab that. Oh, wow. First time I've seen an elevator that doesn't lead me to a pit of death. See, this architect knows what's going on. The creators of the runes of Raoul knew what they were doing. It's such a fantasy vibe to have a concept like this, like a giant pillar somehow functioning and being able to lift itself like that. Basically the size of a small tower. Love it though. It's great stuff. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're any closer to finding that spirit spring or whatever it's called, that pile of rocks that we need to knock over. I'm certain it's around. Let's just keep at it. Do I just go back down there and head this way somehow? Yeah, I guess maybe I'm meant to go. No. That's the way it came. So I am missing something. I am missing something. Let's keep at it. We can figure this out. I might as well I might as well summon some cats. I might as well rest at a site of grace here. Okay. Let's use some runes and maybe even level up a bit. What's this? What the heck was that? Furthermore, should I have done that? Oh gosh, what have I done? Did I just waste an item of some sort? No. What? Not sure what that even does. Okay. I don't even know what that does either. Mikola's Great Rune. Anyways, continuing. Oh. How much do I need? Like 36? 34. Use one more. Maybe this one? Yeah, that'll do it. Might as well use them or lose them. 65 dexterity. Never thought I'd be so bad at this game to be whatever level I'm at, 210 or something. Good gravy. Okay, let's keep at it. Let's at least get to the next site of grace before I retire. Ah, this way. This is probably where we go. Ah, yeah. Feels significant. Making some progress. Let's just kind of get a look around the area. Seek down. You know what? Sure. Definitely something there. High road? Ah, legs. No kidding, eh? Huh. Yeah, I guess I could use Torrent here. Just don't really trust myself. Knowing me, I'll just try to do a 180 pivot and just die. Where are we even going here? Love the scenery though. Another elevator. Time for lift, and then grace ahead. Perfect. First off horse, then precious item ahead. Yeah, okay. To jump up into here. Or maybe to go this way. Oof. Here. Well, let's just explore a bit. Another majestic view. Oh gosh, this game is beautiful. If only my video card was better. Yep, the Tarnished is a butthole. Just murdering people, minding their own business. Talisman of all crucibles. A giant mass of intermingling crucible attributes. Reduces damage taken from critical hits and headshots and improves the effectiveness of rolling and backstepping, but also increases damage taken at all times. Rumored to have spread upon giants and is known as the Mother of Crucibles in ancient tower lore. So it sounds like it activates all those weird crucible talismans, but probably makes you as brittle as glass. Let's see where this is taking us. Oh, it's going up here. And yet I still didn't check out what was over here. Well, let's go to the site of Great Quistly. Let's go to the site of Great Quistly, okay? Right, the ski resort snow village place. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So we did get there late. Even though I took the Friday off to just kind of relax and just take it easy with dealing with all that stuff about my mother and all that. And my work was totally cool with it. They're totally understanding. Should probably check out what's down there. Yeah, I got some of the packing done for us. And, you know, when you're packing for... Well, when you're packing for your kid, it's easy to, at least if you're me, to kind of overlook some things. And I also just have the energy. I was just trying to relax and, you know, mentally brace myself for just more running around, because I've been driving so much that week, especially visiting my mom. It was like either an hour and a half or more commuting to her each way after work, so I was just exhausted. But Yeah, the commute was a bit long, and we head out pretty late, I think, and we had to make a couple stops. We stopped somewhere to get some food, let the little one stretch his legs, of course. So I think by the time we got there, it was 8 o'clock at night, I think. Oh boy. Well, let's flick this switch and hopefully I don't have to fight. Maybe I should be using the other katana. Actually, should I be dual wielding great katanas? Can I even do that? I wonder if I should make this a +10. Oh, this feels like it could be deadly. I don't know if I've really messed around with this before. Ah. Uh-oh. Right, so what I was talking about was we get to our hotel at 8, and to avoid detection, the family's kind of all coordinated to rent from the same hotel. Which is actually really smart because, you know, you want to avoid bumping into, you know, the bride-to-be, because she's meant to be surprised. Oh, Lord. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm not that bad of a person. I'm just the Tarnished. And, my brother-in-law was smart, and he used some sort of Google locator. Just kind of sketchy, but yeah, I guess you can enable a thing, and you just post a link, and it shows you where you are using, I guess, Google Maps and some sort of GPS. So he's able to update us and show where he was at all times. I guess that could be helpful for being a parent. In case you don't know where your little one is, if they have a phone, and you know they're underage. But such a thing I feel like needs consent, of course. But anyways, so we all stayed at the same hotel, and prior to us arriving, my sister-in-law was commenting, hey, there might be a gas leak. So she let the hotel staff know. Nothing came up of it. That was 2 hours prior to us arriving. And then as we were pulling up, the mother-in-law gives us a phone call and lets us know that they're being evacuated. So everyone was waiting outside as we pulled up. Yeah, I guess there was a gas leak after all. So because it was like 8 o'clock at night, mountainous village, they had to call the gas company or something like that to drive up. And they weren't sure when that would be. And also, I should mention that... I need to heal. Try this again. Holy smokes. I'm so bad at this game. Oh man. Good thing that has like some sort of hyper armor. Divine bird feathers. Okay, what's here? Fingers? Is that... Oh, okay, hold on. But wait, there's more. I do like this area a lot. It's so... just so pretty. Ah, and here's this. Wonderful. Heck yeah. Okay. Now we can get real high. Should even check out what's there. So I think I tried to get up here earlier and I just wasn't able to. Idyllic. Idyllic is the word that comes to mind when I think of this place. And it kind of reminds me of, like... whatchamacallit? Soyofra River? I can't say it. But this whole architecture, I wonder if it's meant to be, like, related in some capacity? I don't know. Just thinking about that. Maybe it's mostly the giant pillars and all that stuff. Ah, there was a treasure chest here. Oh, okay. Well, talismans are always good. Uh-oh. Blop. Hey, we're okay. Thank you, game. Thank you for your mercy. Oof. Thought it was a goner. Alright, let's check out what's in here. Okay, let's get ready for some fighting. These guys are jerks. Have I been here before? Is this simply an area I ran past? Don't know. Maybe. It is possible. Oh, man. You know what? I do not feel like fighting these guys and their giant salvos of attacks. I did see an elevator down there. Maybe I could have found another way up here. It would make sense that there's multiple paths and all that. Oh, a boss. And it's rot themed, I'm guessing. Well, I guess we could figure out what's in here. What? I'm not ready. I'm so not ready. Who are you? Okay. Why centipedes? Cool boss though, holy smokes. Oh no, this is so bad. And I didn't even stay at the site of grace, did I? eventually the company did come, the gas company, but it wasn't for like 2 hours. Now, thankfully, we weren't waiting outside in the cold for 2 hours. What ended up happening was the hotel chain let us stay in this unfinished conference room, and they ended up giving us the first night for free because we were staying there for 2 nights, the whole family. So they got free stay, which I was thankful for, because that would have been kind of a rough go to a night. My son ended up falling asleep on my wife's lap, and when we did get to her room, it was actually kind of nice. It was a bit interesting in its layout. It had like a kind of like a platform you enter in, and then a couple steps into like a living room area, and then a separate bedroom. Wow, this thing is freaking hard. But yeah, it was a nice room. There was also a heated pool, and I guess as compensation, they let us have a bunch of snacks. So they gave us a bunch of chips and gummy worms and stuff like that for having to wait in the conference room. But it was okay. I didn't mind. I needed somewhere to lounge anyways. Still processing everything with my mom, and also took the opportunity to properly update that side of the family with all the stuff going on, because I basically been on mostly radio silence other than my coworkers and stuff like that. We can try Tish. Oh yeah, I think Tish has got this. I could equip the black, what was it, the black blade? Maybe spam that a lot. Okay, I am able to do a bit of damage if I hit it. Oof. I need something a bit faster than this, don't I? Oh, spear. Probably an explosion? Safe bet. Oh geez, Tish is not doing so good. Okay. Oh, 2, 3 swings. Wow. Oh my goodness. Spamming roll right into it. Ugh. Just like Smash Brothers. Okay. Let's adjust some things. We are going to need Flame Cleanse Me. I feel like Bleed would be really good. So maybe we can do... I don't know how effective Swarm of Flies is, but maybe that one. I love the Great Katanas. They're a little too slow for me. Oh, they do good damage though. But I think I'm gonna just do that and that, and then maybe dual Reduvias, because that's always a good time. There we go. I might just also default to the backhand blades. So I like those weapons too. Probably one of my new favorite weapon types of this game. I'm assuming much like Millennia, maybe this creature might have something going on with bleed. But we'll try this first. So flame grant me strength. And then I think we'll stick to this weapon because it's going to give me the ability to dodge very quickly, which I will need. That is crazy. Oh no. Uh-oh. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay. Okay, maybe I will mess around with a great katana, but maybe I'll two-hand it. Let's maybe do this one, because it has a bleed. Right? Oh, I thought this actually increased the bleed. No, my mistake. When attacking the wielder is less likely to stagger counterattacks, but it will also take increased damage. Okay, so maybe we actually don't want to do that. Maybe I'll just stick to this then. But I think I want... yeah, maybe I'll mess around with that. Ash of War. Also, I should get rid of the equipment. Let's get rid of this. Do I have... Is there blood grease? Is that a thing? Blood grease, yeah? I'll equip that in case my mimic needs to use it. And then I think I'm going to equip a different type of armor. Maybe the... I have a good time with the clean rot armor. Oh, you know what? It's been a minute. Even though I played the entire game wearing it. Stat-wise, the clean rot armors, I feel like it's kind of decent. I could wear something a bit tankier, though. Veteran's armor is not bad. Maybe Radon's armor. Just to give me a little bit more survivability. Should probably have something against rot. I'll try that one. Just kind of curious. This will probably be the one. I'm going to assume that's the one to equip for this. Yep. Probably. Let's just go to the site of grace here to quickly reset that. Oh, I can summon someone here? I don't know why I didn't notice this sooner. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, now I got it. I got something to carry me, so this is gonna be easy. I don't know why I didn't notice him there before. Cool. Okay, forgot to totally buff myself. Oh my lord. I've made a mistake, haven't I? What was it doing? Of course. Okay. I'm just not sure how to attack something like this. How many times have I said that? Oh. Oh, back up, back up. Probably have to time this roll. Not so good this time. Oof. Oh my lord. Holy smokes. God. Okay, roll towards. Son of a... What a bad time to try to switch strategies. We'll give that another try. But yeah, going to the ski snow resort village place was really nice. It was a good reprieve from. It was just a good distraction. Ah, crap! I didn't summon. Oh no. You know what? We don't need Dryweed Dane. Someone named Dryleaf Dane. We got this. We got this. Even though I appreciate him carrying me. That was good. It's a good guy to have on my side. Glad we're friends. Yeah, we became buddies. He left a cryptic message one day. He was like, "Come fight me, bro." And I was like, "Okay." And then we fisted each other. And then since then, well, geez, I'm tired. Anyways. Anyways. Shake my head. Good thing the aggro wasn't on me. Roll. Man, Dryleaf Dane, you are a beast. Heal. Roll. Yeah, I gotta start damaging this. Alright, we did it. Cool. I know nothing about this Robina person. But that was a cool fight. And I greatly appreciate the devs of this game allowing me to just call people to help me fight, knowing I'd be so bad. Seek God. Didn't expect weak foe. Ah, I did it. No horse. So in the snowy winter village place, let's call it. So in the hotel there had a outdoor pool that was heated, and it was really nice. I mean, it was freezing, but then you go in the pool because it was like, I think it was zero degrees, but it wasn't snowing. There was snow, but it wasn't snowing there, and the walkway was heated. The ceiling tree obscures a tower in shadow. It cannot be burned without Mesmer's kindling. So I gotta fight Mesmer. Oh man. How's it going, guys? Oh. So I guess next time we fight Mesmer. Well, I guess I should wrap up story time here, however long and drawn out it's been. And hey, if you're sticking around here still, after all that, again, thank you for being here. I have some sort of fulfillment and fun doing this. Even if the woes of life exhaust me and the quality of what I'm making is just subjective and amateurish. I wish I knew more about this Romina character. Were they affiliated? You know what? Let's use the remembrance. It should give us some lore. Maybe we can get some armor pieces. So the day of the proposal, we just continued to sneak around, evading the brother-in-law and his girlfriend until the proposal was done. We enjoyed the pool, we wandered around, explored, picked up some lunch. Very, very expensive lunch, unfortunately. I guess it's because it's kind of like a resort town. Everything there was kind of hiked up in price. Oof. I think like a... Man, what did I even order? Just like, gosh. It was expensive. It was expensive time. Oh, I forgot. I did this the other day. I don't even know what type of weapon this is. A club? Interesting. Any equipment? I don't believe so. Weapon of Romina, Saint of the Bud. Scarlet glaive with a dangling bud-like blade. Attack causes buildup of rot. Once, in the crumbling, burning church, Romina held the bud in speechless silence. That bud would become her blade. Oh, I wonder if the building she was in was burnt down and the only reason she survived was because of scarlet rot. Could have even extinguished the flame. I've never actually touched a single pole arm in this entire game. Or Dark Souls for that matter. There's still this whole area up here. Okay, I'll just quickly look up what's over here and then I'll wrap things up because I don't even know how long I've been playing, but it's been overdue. But first, let's try to utilize what I got here in terms of runes. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to cash in. You know what? We could try. And I'll just do my best not to die and waste it all. Okay, we might be able to do it. Inventory. So the tricky part about the whole day of the proposal was making sure that my son had a nap, as it is integral for him to have a comfortable time throughout the evenings. And it becomes routine. And it's almost a necessary one, because otherwise he gets, you know, big feels. At some point he will be ready to not need to nap as much, and he does nap less than he's had to in the past, but he's not quite there yet. So we didn't end up giving him the nap he needed, so he was a bit cranky. And unfortunately, despite our best efforts, our entire side of the family was late. I think we arrived first out of all our other family members, but we were all running late. And it was a tricky one to pull off because we couldn't. If we arrived there before they did, they would see all our cars there, so we had to arrive afterwards. But there was just such a slim window to do so. And despite his best efforts, the brother-in-law, to coordinate us all to be there, we were still all late. So I'm getting text messages that, okay, we're here. Okay, we're climbing up the bridge. Okay, she's getting ready to jump. Okay, if you're here, come out. We're like, ah. So then I'm like messaging the group, we're running late, I'm sorry. But you know what happened? I guess the staff were in on it, of course. And they let her have another jump free of charge, and then let her dangle there and just claim that they were having technical difficulties, and it was kind of funny to think about. So she's just hanging over like this frigid river as we're slowly all gathering. And then finally, when the entire family was there, they pull her up and she looks at us all in shock, like, why is everyone here? And then my brother-in-law, you know, took an arrow to the knee and proposed a question, and it was beautiful and it was awesome. And I'm so thankful and grateful to be part of it, because it was swell. I'm just so proud of them. And I'm proud of my brother-in-law. He's done so much. He's changed so much over the years. He's grown up so much. When I first met him, he was basically I remember hanging out with him because we were buddies. I remember he was driving his dad's like old crusty van, and we were hanging out at the mall, and he gave me the talk. And I'll never forget that. It's like, hey, I know you're gonna be dating my sister, so if you give her trouble, I'm gonna give you trouble. He said something like along the lines of that, and it actually kind of startled me because he's such a friendly, easygoing guy, and to have him like locked in and say something like that, I was just like, oh, okay. I kind of wish he did that after hanging out at the mall, because I was just a little bit anxious prior to going into the mall to hang out. Oh, that's where that guy is. But anyways, and yeah, he moved very far away to be closer to his girlfriend's side of the family, or fiance. I can say fiance now. And yeah, he's made, a lot of changes to improve himself. It's hard to explain it without context, but, if you look at someone you know from when you first met them to where they are now, yeah, you can appreciate how much they've grown and improved. And yeah, and the proposal idea was just awesome. There was so much family on that bridge. It's just like the bungee bridge or whatever you call it. And I guess because the staff was being pretty cool, they had their own photographer, and oh my goodness, don't tell me I'm gonna die from getting mauled to death by these guys. Nope, I'm just gonna die from rolling off a ledge. Cool. Let's get our runes back. It wasn't that much. At least I cashed them in. I'm curious what's over here, and I might as well check it out. Then I'll stop playing. What am I doing? Look before you leap. Ah, Torrent, I'm sorry. I'm just rolling my eyes. I am getting tired, so it makes sense I'm making these dumb mistakes. And my stomach's gurgling, sorry. Professional Let's Player here, burping into the mic. There we go. Was that so hard? Oh, what? You again? I don't want this. At least I have my horse, but... oh, this sucks. Why are you here again? At least I have Torrent, I guess. Bet you could get like armor for Torrent, that'd be so cool. Okay. not so bad. Oh, wow, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hey, yo, what's up? This is not good. I don't like this at all. Wow, this sucks. Holy smokes. That is just basically death. Oh no. That's blighted. Okay. Ugh. You know, not how I want to leave it, but at least I know I gotta get some sort of resistance to that. Okay. And yeah. Gosh, okay, I guess I'll talk a little bit more. And then I will be done with this whole segment. But yeah, so the following day we left early just because wanted to make sure we got home at a reasonable time. And I decided, because the hospital my mother was at was along the way, that we would stop by with my son and my wife, because they hadn't seen her in a while. So she hasn't seen her grandson in a bit. And she was having trouble recognizing me again, and she could recognize my voice, and still general confusion, memory loss, trouble seeing, trouble walking still, but she did recognize my son. Sometimes she'd mess up the name, kept calling him by his name or calling him baby. But it was still nice to spend time with her, and it made her really, really, really happy. And that was really nice. And yeah, afterwards, because my son had been in the car basically all day, it was you know, a long drive to detour to the hospital and already a long drive home, so we decided to stop by, well, IKEA, and wander around that for like two hours, a bit more, because IKEA is a gauntlet, and then you have a toddler running around. So toddler was very amused with the IKEA. Not the first time he's been there, but the first time he's actually observing and commenting on things and running around and interacting in more meaningful ways. So that was really cool, and we ended up having like dinner at IKEA, which isn't bad. It's actually pretty good. Afterwards, we bought stuff we didn't need, but kind of needed. I needed more stuff, hangers, and another shelf for all our baby stuff. I guess entering that nesting mode. The new baby, second baby, is going to be here before I know it, in like 3 to 4 months or something. No, 3 months. Around the corner. Gosh. I'll be a father of 2. But yeah, it was a good weekend. It was a good palate cleanser. And while I was at the ski resort, I will admit I did have a moment of weakness. I ended up, even though I didn't have money for it, I ended up taking advantage of Black Friday and buying myself a new video card. I kind of regret it, but at the same time I don't, because every time I've wanted a video card, something has gone wrong, and we've always had to take that money and just pay for it, whether it was like car issues or something else. And I don't know, I was just like, you know what? I recently turned 35. Maybe this will be my midlife crisis choice, just a graphics card. I went with the cost-effective route. I've always enjoyed NVIDIA. I can't afford like a 4070 or 4070 Ti or Super or whatever the optimal route is. But I did see that for like $400 cheaper, I got a 7800 XT AMD. And I know a lot of people hate AMD stuff. But I figured, you know what? It's an affordable graphics card. I'm going to go for it. I have a new CPU heatsink. I have a bunch of new fans. I mean, in relative to where my computer was at the beginning of the year with the whole CPU having its issues and trying to future-proof that from ever happening again. So I think I should be okay in terms of heating issues. But I should have at least a little bit more power. So I'm going from a 2060 RTX to a 7800 XT AMD, and that should be here within a couple days or so. So that'll be nice. So maybe the next time I make a video, maybe the graphics will look better. Well, here's to hoping anyways. Thought I'd just treat myself. Why not? I'll definitely have to work a lot of overtime to make up for it, but it'll be nice. I think having a bit more VRAM will also help with any sort of encoder issues I've been having with OBS here. But there's only one way to find out. But anyways, that's the massive update, I guess, of my life recently. I guess one final closing note. When I did visit my mother today, she was able to recognize me. She said my name right away. Sometimes she would ask, "Where's Dean?" And then be like, "Oh, right. How are you doing, Dean?" And she did recognize me right away. She was able to identify me, and I felt like her speech was a bit better, but there was a bit of a duality going on where she'd be like her regular old self and then be completely forgetful and unable to say words and articulate herself, and I had to kind of nudge her in the same way that I would nudge my son to use certain words, which was interesting. But I'm hoping it's a sign of improvement. But we'll have to see what happens next. She's not quite out of the woods yet. She's probably gonna have to deal with more chemotherapy and I guess more tests and all that. But anyways, we'll all be okay. I'll be okay. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But anyways, hey, I appreciate you hanging out here. If you're still here, whoever, whenever you are. Not all my videos are going to be like this. I'm not going to try to have it full of just life mumbo jumbo. I'm still figuring out this whole Let's Play thing. But I can't pretend to be like this and have tons of energy and blah, 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 blah. Because that's just not me. You have my gratitude. Thank you. Well, you have yourself a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, and night. And yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll maybe fight Mesmer, or maybe I'll jump back into American Arcadia, because I started that and then, yeah, kind of dropped it all, you know, with all the stuff happening. Or I might even, maybe I'll do a Trail Makers episode, because I was having fun with that game. I just haven't had the time. Seems like the only way I make time is by sacrificing sleep. But, yeah, okay. I'll talk to you later, alright? You take care of yourself. And I guess I'll see you when I see ya. So, see ya.
One more hug?
All right.
Take care, hug.
Yes.
Okay, I love you.
Love you, Mom.
Love you. Take care.
Love you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.